The surging Saints storm into Thousand Oaks to face off against the Conejo Oaks. An Oaks team fresh off a 7-0 shutout victory yesterday in San Luis Obispo. Welcome into the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Jordan Brenner here on play-by-play, joined by Zach Engberg. He'll be doing color for the first three, play-by-play the middle three, and then back to color the final three. Emily Hilsinger, the Daily Dab, back on production. Travis Weston, the Oaks ace, or at least one of them, on the hill today to deliver, well, what they hope to be another solid pitching performance. In order to match what was done yesterday, Travis Weston would have to go 7 shutout innings, because that's what Jerry Ramirez did, a season high in innings for any Oaks pitcher. He shut out the Blues. Let's see if Weston can do the same today.
Well, he has been, Travis Weston, undoubtedly either him or Jacob Flores, the best pitcher on the Oaks this summer. Has been their Sunday starter, a coveted position all season long. Has had great matchups against the Blues specifically, but other teams as well. Here against the Saints, a dominant lineup. He's a guy that you want. He can fool hitters. Great location. He can switch up pitches. I'm excited to see his last start of the season and hopefully get another win. Maybe go 5-6 innings, 7-8 strikeouts, and do damage against the dominant Saints lineup.
Yeah, this is his final start with the Oaks this summer before heading to Boise State in the fall to start off his collegiate career there. He'll have a handful today, Zach. One of the premier lineups in the CCL the Saints have, featuring two of the best hitters in the CCL, and Tom Lovano and Drew Cowley. Looks like their other slugger is not in the lineup today. That would be
Andy Garriola,
the DH, not in the lineup today, but Tom Lovano slated to hit fourth. The Saints have won 3 straight games, and in all of those wins, they have put up more than 6 runs. So Travis Weston has a full cup of water to put down today. Oaks wearing their home navy blue uniforms with navy blue caps, white lettering, and white home pants. Saints similarly wearing navy blue road jerseys with dark gray pants. And the first pitch is in for a strike at 4:38 p.m., just about 8 minutes past our scheduled start time. Weston peers in for a sign from Cameco. The lefty offers a breaking ball, low and outside, 1-1. Hitting here is Anthony Forte, the right fielder. He'll be followed by Morgan Allen at second base, and then Drew Cowley, the shortstop. Gears back, fires the 1-1, swung on and fouled off high and out of play. Tom Lovano, Pete Durkay, Jason Gonzalez, 4, 5, 6 in the order. Evan Russell bats 7th, Jacob Wyeth 8th, and Christian Scott 9th. Oaks have a new player today. That is Andrew Lucas in right field. More on him in just a second, as the 1-2 from Weston is high, a fastball above the letters. It's 2-2. Andrew Lucas, an Oaks returner at this point. He played for the team last year. Just finished his freshman season at Cal State Northridge. The 2-2 inside on an 81-mile-an-hour fastball. The count is now full. Andrew Lucas, not a starter on last year's championship team, but certainly an important bench player and a guy who filled in and had some timely clutch hits. Full count. Weston peers in. He gets his sign. Now he agrees with Cameco. The lefty offers. Changeup looked at and taken inside for ball 4. Travis Weston disagreed. That ball looked pretty good, but ultimately the home plate umpire disagreed. A leadoff walk for Anthony Forte.
Number 20, Morgan Allen.
As a freshman, Andrew Lucas, by the way, was very active. He made 51 starts in right field, appeared in 54 games, and he put up some terrific freshman year numbers. 268 with 8 doubles, 3 triples, and 5 homers. He drove in 30 runs, swinging a foul to the right side. It's 0-1. Andrew Lucas also pitched at CSUN. I don't remember him getting any innings for the Oaks last summer, but he appeared 3 times and had a 4.91 ERA in 3 2/3. That'll just tell you what type of arm he has from out in right field. 0-1 count to Morgan Allen, the second baseman. A throw over to first where Ryan Yamashiro covers. Travis Weston has been terrific this summer for the Conejo Oaks. He's 0-1, and in 29 1/3, he has a 2.14 ERA. Kicks and offers the 0-1. A strike on a changeup on the outside corner, 0-2 to the second baseman. Morgan Allen is a .346 hitter. He's only appeared in 14 games and in 59 plate appearances. He has 16 singles, a triple, a double, a triple, and 2 home runs. Misses on the 0-2. Pardon me, that's actually no doubles and then a single double, a single triple, and a home run. Got that out of the way. 1-2. Forte leads off first. Weston collects at the belt. And now offers. The 1-2 pitch is lined into right center field. This one is down. It's now on the gap. It rolls all the way near the wall. It's cut off by Sandoval. Trying to score all the way from first is Forte. The throw to the plate on a hop is not in time. A stand-up double for Morgan Allen. He drives in Anthony Forte from first. It's the Saints 1, the Oaks 0, and there's that powerful offense that we were expecting, Zach.
You know, looking at the stats, Travis Weston, it's no surprise the Saints are jumping on him early. His worst start of the season was his last start, and it was against the Saints on July 14th. He only got through 3 innings, allowed 4 runs, 2 of them earned, only 2 strikeouts. And here today, 2 batters, not 2 of their better hitters, but Anthony Forte and Morgan Allen get the job done, no outs, still a runner in scoring position, and you get to the 3, 4, 5 hitters.
Drew Cowley is one of their better hitters. He's hitting .298 with 3 singles, a double, 2 triples. That one is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Make that 2 home runs, a triple, 3 doubles, 22 singles.
Say only 3 singles.
Having trouble reading the lines today. Hopefully we can warm up. The 0-1, Allen's off of second, already 1-0 Saints. Inside on a heater from Weston, it's 1-1. So the scoreless streak ends for the Conejo Oaks. It ends at 10 innings as the Oaks did not give up a run in the 9th inning against Santa Barbara 2 days ago. And then they went 9 scoreless frames yesterday with Jerry Ramirez and Clay Rickerman on the mound. Skied out to left. Trent McKinney comes in and he makes the catch for the first out of the game. So finally an out for Travis Weston, and it doesn't get any easier. In fact, this is about as tough as it gets. Tom Lovano, certainly a candidate for CCL Most Valuable Player this summer, is hitting .380 with 26 singles, 7 doubles, and a CCL leading 5 home runs.
The guy's a monster.
Yeah, you can say that again. He has just been so impressive when we've been able to watch him. Swings and misses at a breaking ball diving low. He is the lone leader in home runs. There are a few people right on his tail, though. 5 people are tied with 4 home runs for second in the CCL, all trailing Lovano, though. 0-1 with a runner on second. Weston checks there. And now time is called by Lovano, the DH. Yesterday's game, such a good one for the Oaks. They were up 2-0 through 4 innings. And then the big inning was the 7th. 5 runs on 4 hits. Kicks and offers the 0-1. Ripped to the left side. Foul. It's 0-2. Thomas Lovano. Certainly expect to see him somewhere at the next level. He's got such a quick bat from the right side of the plate. The 0-2 against him. Change up. He lunges for and lifts it down the right field line. It's in foul territory. Andrew Lucas, a basket catch, throws to 30, airs it out. That one on a hop gets to Gomez's glove. but Andrew Lucas makes a basket catch in foul territory near the bullpen. And Tom Lovano is retired. How about that for a welcome back to the Oaks?
And there's the arm you were talking about, Jordan.
Yeah, just one hop to third on a spin off the run. Quite impressive for the two-way star. Here's Pete Durkay playing first base. He's number 32. Weston starts him off with a fastball that is located well outside. 1-0. Durkay, 327. He has 6 singles, no doubles, a triple. Pardon me, no triples and 1 home run. A 1-0 misses. It's outside now, 2-0. Final home game here for the Oaks this summer at Sparky Anderson Field. To say the least, it has not been the best summer the Oaks have had. Still, some special things have happened at this field. The 2-0 in for a strike at 83. Good pitch located on the inside corner. Many people have improved over the summer. Lessons have been taught. Mike Scioscia's been out here working with a lot of players, giving them feedback that will change their careers. Time is called. One of them, Raul Sandoval, who we talked to yesterday up in SLO and interviewed him for the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. That's going to be tweeted out tomorrow. It's posted now. Swinging a missile. This one down the right field line. It's way back. Track. It is gone, but foul. That was destroyed. Pete Durkay standing on first with his hands up. He thought that was gone. The Saints think it's fair. The call was foul. Seems like everybody just paused for a second, and now Pete Durkay goes back to continue his at-bat.
It looks like head coach Aaron Milam possibly coming out to chat with the first base ump. If you remember, Jordan, Steele Ledford had a very similar play. We've talked to him about it. You can check out that interview also out on our YouTube page or Conejo Oaks or Twitter at Conejo_Oaks. Similar play, a line drive shot to right that he felt like hit fair. He was talking about the trajectory and how it hit on the inside with the trees. And there, Durkay obviously feels the same way. Aaron Milam does as well. It's a tough view, but you'd think the ump has as good a view as anyone.
So Aaron Milam, it's only a quick conversation with our first base umpire. So that one was blasted. It would have been a 2-run shot that scored the third run of the inning. Now Travis Weston, a 2-2 count with a runner on third, trying to get out of the top of the first inning. Collects at the belt, peers in for a sign. The kick and the pitch is swung on and missed. Buries a breaking ball low and outside. Tag applied. And hold on, looks like Zach Kamenko and Pete Durkay are getting into some words.
Looked like as Kamenko was applying the tag, Durkay kind of shoved him off with a little elbow. Was shooing him back. He seems pretty unhappy about the foul ball call.
Well, it's a K in the scorebook, a home run in his head. In the inning, no runs, or pardon me, 1 run on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 1-0 Saints, bottom half. Oaks try to tie it or take the lead on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Debut at bat for the summer for Andrew Lucas, the right fielder out of CSUN, and the Oaks returner. Had a great freshman year at CSUN. Excited to see what he could do for a couple games here in an Oaks uniform. Digs in, taps the plate from the right side. He's going up against the lefty Eli Riekman, and he starts off the fastball at 87 outside. 1-0. The lefty takes a deep breath, and now the 1-0 pitch is also outside at 88. 2 balls, no strikes. For Riekman, it's been a busy summer, 23 2/3. He has a 2.66 ERA. Now the 2-0 pitch. Lucas swings and bloops one in the right field. This one should be down. It is in fair territory. Lucas aggressive on the base paths, but this time he just holds with a single. Welcome back to Thousand Oaks, Andrew Lucas.
Number 8, Gabe Baldovino.
Gabe Baldovino, the shortstop, next. After Baldovino will be Jacob Castro, then Ryan Yamashiro. Raul Sandoval hitting 5th today in center field. Ramon Gomez 6th at 3rd. Zach Kamiko 7th. Trent McKinney, Tyler Odekirk, the last 2 in the order. Double play depth for the Saints. Fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. 87 outside. Gabe Baldovino, 280 hitter. 20 singles, 2 doubles, and a triple. He's driven in 10 and has walked a team high 22 times. Love him in the 2-hole. See what he can do. Takes the 0-1 as it breaks below the knees. It's a ball and a strike. Saints, they're a hot team. They have secured the 3rd and final playoff spot out of the Southern Division of the CCL, as the Slow Blues have opted not to participate. 1-0 almost hits Baldovino's shin, but he kicks out of the way, and it's 2-1 on a 90-mile-an-hour screaming fastball.
Regardless, the Saints are also 2.5 games ahead of the Blues, so even if they were competing, Saints would have beaten them out for the playoff spot.
Absolutely. They have certainly earned their spot. They've won 3 in a row. Baldovino skies one out to medium deep center. Ranging to his left, Christian Sky. He makes the catch for the first out. And now Jacob Castro hits.
Number 24, Jacob Castro.
Jacob Castro's hitting 245. 19 singles, 3 doubles. Castro had a big knock in the 7th inning yesterday. It was his only hit, but a 2 RBI single. That was to right field and slow. See if he continues his hot streak. Lucas has speed on first, but stays. Castro attacks the first pitch, a jam shot, pop up to the right side of the infield in fair territory. Pete Durkay makes the catch.
Number
2 away.
32, Ryan Yamashiro.
And now Ryan Yamashiro hits. 278 with 15 singles, 3 doubles, 2 homers, and 13 RBIs. Yesterday, Yamashiro hit 3rd and was hitless in 5 plate appearances, but reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 7th and walked in the 9th. Riekman looking in. He's got his sign for Wyeth. Pitch is low. Lucas takes off from first. No play. Lucas slides in safely. So that'll be a wild pitch advancement for Andrew Lucas. In his freshman season at CSUN, Andrew Lucas was a terrific fielder. He stole 5 bases in right. Swing and a miss at the 1-0. A ball and a strike to Yamashiro. From Camarillo, California. Pretty close to Thousand Oaks. 5'11", 175. He's on second. Yamashiro fouls the 1-1 off. It's 1-2. Slight breeze out to right field. Sunny afternoon in Thousand Oaks. Outfield shaded slightly to the right side for Yamashiro. High and away on an off-speed pitch that just floats outside. 2-2. Remember, Yamashiro's first home run of the season was an opposite field shot against the Saints, so you see their outfield making the adjustment. Andrew Lucas actually led the Oaks last summer with 3 triples. Also led the team in caught steals. He was 7 for 10. Hit .267 last summer with a .382 on-base percentage. Couple home runs and 14 RBIs. Though at times he struggled to put the bat on the ball, striking out 28 times. Just like right there for Yamashiro, he swings through the 2-2, and Eli Riekman gets out of trouble. Strikes out Yamashiro swinging for his first K. A lead-off single for Lucas, but nothing from there. No runs, a hit, no errors, a runner left. 1-0 Saints as we're on to the second inning from Thousand Oaks, California on the Conejo Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. We are back, top of the second inning, Thousand Oaks. Travis Weston against Jason Gonzalez in the first of the second inning. It's a busy top of the first inning where the Saints got on the board on an RBI gapper by Morgan Allen. Weston starts off the righty with a fastball missing low and outside. It's 1-0. Just to put in perspective, the difference in numbers from this season to last season for the Oaks. Thought we'd do a little bit of a side-by-side comparison. In there for a strike, it's 1-1. The Oaks' leading hitter last year in terms of average actually wasn't CCL MVP Brandon Lewis, who hit .366. Rather, it was the Arkansas Razorback Jordan McFarland, who hit .387 and had 4 hits in the championship game. The 1-1 breaks in. It's 1-2.
Curious how many guys last year hit over 300.
Well, I got that answer for you. That would be 7 different Oaks last year hit over 300. Swing and a miss at the 1-2. Travis Weston has locked in. That's his second consecutive strikeout. He has 2 for the game. And here comes Evan Russell, the left fielder.
For comparison, this season, the Oaks only have 5 players that have hit over 250. So that tells you something there.
Yeah, completely different. Those 300 hitters, obviously the big 3, McFarland, Lewis, Cockrell, all 3 hit over 350 last year. Man, that was fun to watch them play on a daily basis. Breaking ball to Russell and at the knees. Also, Tanner Wright was such a fun second baseman to watch last year from... Well, as Alan Skide hit very deep. On the run, Sandoval makes the catch in center.
Number 24, Jacob White.
Tanner Wright, just a little second baseman. A little bit like Gabe Baldovino, a guy who just sprayed hits everywhere. He had 23 singles, 3 doubles, and a triple last year. Played spectacular defense for the Oaks. Yeah, this season's been a grind. Only one hitter is hitting over 300. That's Nico Lima. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Jacob Wyeth, the catcher. Jacob Wyeth, 275. Swings and misses at a diving changeup that fades. Blown away. It's 0-2. For Wyeth, he has no home runs. Lifts this one out of play to the right side. He only has 5 RBIs this summer. He's appeared in 10 games, and that's it. Nothing in 2 outs. Weston's pitch. He elevates, but no celebration, as that one's too high. In the half inning that just led up to this inning, the Oaks honored some of their host families. Check swing at the 1-2 appeal. Yes, he did go. That's 3 straight. Pardon me, that's 6 straight retired for Weston. He struck out 3 of the last 4 batters he's faced. That's 3 for the game. A 1-2-3, top of the second. Sandoval, Gomez, Kamiko on the other side of this break on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Raul Sandoval, bottom of the second inning. Conejo looking to tie this game up. Had a leadoff single in the first inning from Andrew Lucas as he dunked one into right field. Was stranded at second after 3 straight outs. Sandoval takes a strike, 89 from the southpaw, Riekman. Called a strike, 0-2. Riekman really filling up the zone right now. Back on the rubber, here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul back to the screen. For Eli Riekman. It's so important to establish that fastball and then work the off speed off of that. The 0-2 is a bit high as he tries a slider. I think it's going to be important for the Oaks to have quick bats today. Plenty of velocity on the hill. Now the 1-2 in there and low on a fastball at 89. particularly important for Raul Sandoval, whose swing thought at the moment is just keeping it quick to the baseball to catch up to those 89, 90-mile-an-hour fastballs compared to the 79, 80 he's seeing at the JC level. Turns on this heater down the left field line, all the way back at one, hops the wall. Sandoval around first, still chugging, puts on the brakes. He's got a stand-up double to lead off the second inning. And we were talking about quick bats. That's the quickest bat Raul Sandoval has had all season long.
He got to quickly a high fastball, drove it. The wind stopped it from being a home run, but that was a shot that dropped at the bottom of the wall. And luckily he's speedy, because a play like that, often you'll see it bounce off the wall, come back, and that can stop you from getting a double, but Sandoval gets in there safely.
Now see if Ramon Gomez, who's known for his quick hands, can do something productive. Drops a lovely bunt. Riekman turns and throws to first, but not before a sacrifice. Sandoval to third, and the Oaks have the tying runner 90 feet away from home. How about Ramon Gomez right there? That was a slider down at his feet. He moved the bat with the ball. That was a professional sacrifice right there.
Yeah, don't overlook it. Bunting is challenging, and especially when you get pitchers that are throwing fastball 89-90, and then you can mix in the slider. He did a really good job of adjusting to it, dropped it down perfectly, gets Sandoval to third.
Kamenko looking for RBI number 11. He takes a slider, rather a breaking curveball down and in. It's 1-0. 224, 6 singles, 5 doubles. 309 on base percentage, looking for something elevated. The 1-0 in. Called a strike on the inside corner. Such an effective pitch from a left-handed pitcher. We know Jacob Flores loves to lock right-handed hitters up from the left side of the mound by throwing that two-seam action on the inside corner. Looks like it's almost going to hit you. Tries to go back there, but misses down and in. It's 2-1. Riekman to Kamenko.
Kamenko's up here in an RBI spot. I would put him as doing the most in his at-bats of anybody on this Oaks team. 10 RBIs in only 49 at-bats, which is a lot higher than a lot of other guys that have had a lot more at-bats and pretty high up on the team. 5 doubles. He's come up in big spots. See if he can do it here.
Hitters count against him. Here's the pitch, and he lays off a curve off the plate in. The different energy on the bus after that game yesterday. It's funny how, when you're losing, you try to make the most of it. 3-1 grounded to third. Gonzalez looks home, but instead throws to first. Zach Kamenko has his 11th RBI of the summer. The Oaks tie the game. They get him on second. Gomez sacrificed him over, and Kamenko drove him in. A 1-1 ball game.
I'm surprised he didn't try to throw him out at home. Took a second, double clutch, really triple clutch, and then decided to go first. Maybe he didn't think he was going to be able to get him at home. I thought he might have had a play. Decided to go to first. Good for the Oaks. Tie the game.
Trent McKinney, nobody on, 2 outs. Massive swing, and he chops it. Broken offer that lasted 3 games when he singled to left field in the 7th inning. The 5-run 7th inning for the Oaks yesterday. Came around to score 2. Another one of those young players who's just still adjusting to the different level of velocity. And goodness gracious, 93 on a fastball up there. And it's 1-1. So the game's now tied 1-1. And here's the pitch in. 90 with cut action. And, well, Trent McKinney, almost like a ballerina, had to spin out of the way. 2-1 inside again with a fastball. 3-1. Hold on. A late strike called by our home plate umpire to even the count at 2. Generous.
Little theatrics, waiting a second.
Yeah.
For dramatic effect.
Not sure how well that's going to go over in the third base dugout. Chopper through the middle. McKinney's hustling. It gets through. A 2-out single. And Trent McKinney has hits in consecutive games.
Number 14.
Good knock to start his day off, and here comes Tyler Odekirk. 257, 20 singles, 2 doubles, 2 triples, a homer, and second on the team with 15 RBIs. Andrew Lucas on deck. See if McKinney tries to go here. Only has 1 stolen bag on the summer, but he only has 1 attempt. There he goes. Here's the throw from Wyeth low. Tag applied. What a pick by the shortstop, Callie. And now McKinney's 1 for 2 stealing on the summer. A calculated risk from the Oaks. They already tied the game. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, none left. Top 3. When we come back, stay with us. Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Christian Scott in the first of the third. He's the 9-hole hitter for this Arroyo Seco Saints lineup. He's batting from the left side of the plate. He wears number 12, and he's hitting .262. Has 17 singles, 5 doubles, 3 triples, and a homer. Checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did commit the crime. It's 0-1. Actually leads the team in triples with 3. And the 0-1 lined into left field. Could be a hit. No, says Trent McKinney, charging in. It's in his glove, and there's 1 out.
Number 26, Eli Rickman.
Contrary to what our PA announcer is saying, it's actually going to be Anthony Forte, the leadoff hitter. He walked in the first inning and scored. Takes 73 for a strike. A little get-me-over changeup. First strike 1 from Travis Weston. Shimmies, shakes the shoulders, and now in with the 0-1 pitch. Jam shot behind home, headed to the press box, just misses us, and it's out of play, 0-2.
And just behind the Arroyo Seco Saints setup, their broadcast down to the right side.
Yeah, they seem to be okay. It's 0-2.
We have a gloves today, too. Where are they?
Yeah, where are the gloves? I might get it out.
Just in case.
0-2, 1 out, base is empty. Jack swing at a slider down in the way, but no offering. Yeah, maybe if we get the gloves out, it'll kind of be a magnet.
Yeah, a little karma.
I don't know about karma.
Good vibes.
Okay, sure. 1-2. Front door, curveball, see you later. Strikeout number 4 for Travis Weston. And there are 2 gone in the third.
Number 20, Morgan Allen.
Nice pitch right there. And here's Morgan Allen, the second baseman. Has the lone RBI hit for Arroyo Seco today. Ripped a double to right center field. Just plugging the right center gap. Got something elevated. He'll look for something similar. Travis Weston into the windup, and his pitch is lined to the right side and off of the pole in the Arroyo Seco dugout. Pretty good crowd on hand today. See about half of the left side bleachers filled up, maybe a quarter of the right side. 0-1 home. Oh, yeah, look at that pitch. Two-seam action inside corner. Strike two.
Hopefully we can get a similar turnout for the playoffs, which should be a very exciting 2 days.
Oh, yeah, those will be great. 0-2, 2 outs. Weston into the wind. His changeup is checked on and taken. 1-2. Well, we know that Orange County's going to travel well. The Superfan was in attendance last year.
Hopefully the Foresters Superfan comes as well.
Oh, yeah. 1-2. Outside on a slider. It's 2-2. Healdsburg doesn't travel too heavy. Excited to see the Saints in the postseason. They missed it
Definitely
this past year. They are one of the worst teams in the CCL last year. What a turnaround it's been. They have some really good players on that team. 2-2 in. Too low on a fastball, and Travis Weston getting a little bit cute. He goes from 0-2 to 3-2. 1-1 game, a run on a hit for the guest, and a run on 3 hits for the Oaks. Full count in, grounded to short. Baldovino gets a weird hop. The overhand throw to first beats Morgan Allen 6-3. And 2 straight 1-2-3 innings for Travis Weston. He's actually retired 9 straight hitters. No runs, no hits, none left. And we're to the bottom of the third. Quick ball game so far. The Oaks have Tyler Odekirk. Pardon me, it'll actually be Andrew Lucas leading off when we come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Tyler Odekirk misspoke to end the top of the third. He's hitting as Trent McKinney was caught stealing to end the second. 9-hole hitter for Conejo. Shows bunt, gets it down, but foul. It's 0-1. Tyler Odekirk, not the best bunter on this team, only because Will Pickett's is. But I would say certainly a close second. But that one is bunted just foul. And he's behind 0-1.
Of his 29 hits, 4 of them have come from bunts.
That's a great stat.
Best on the team.
High and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, thank you to Cal Summerball providing these stats.
Really appreciate it. Odekirk waiting. Takes a strike on the inside corner. They have really been pounding that inside corner. The lefties have today, taking advantage of the zone that is favorable to the pitchers at the moment. 1-2 now to Odekirk. He swings and drives one. This one to right field. It chases Forte back, but he has plenty of room to put that one away. And there's the first out of the third. Just received words that the interns, that's right, the interns are going to be honored in the top of the 5th inning. So,
wow,
the first, I'm guessing it might be before the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah.
We might miss a couple pitches on that broadcast, but we'll be back. 90 misses high and away to Lucas. He's hitting 1,000 this year for the Oaks as he just blooped one into right field his first at-bat of the summer. This one he gets underneath. Skied way up in the air, leaks into foul territory, and it's dropped. Pete Durkee can't put it away. And it's 1-1 to Andrew Lucas. He gets another shot.
You know, we as you mentioned, being on, and we were talking about how we were thinking about, you know, taking in the acclaim. I said I was going to go with the, like when the starting pitcher leaves, do a standing ovation, the hat tip with the little clap. Jordan said he's just going to go with the, you know, royalty type, just hand wave, right?
One thing's for sure, we're both overthinking it. The 1-1 fouled off to the right side, now 1-2.
No, I want to get it right, you know. I want to be up there, and I want to, you know, I want to make sure I'm appropriately appreciating the moment.
You think when Derek Jeter had all of those, what do they call it when you're standing out of the dugout? Curtain calls.
There you go.
1-2 pitch, all the way to the backstop on a hanging curve, 2-2. You think that he thought about the type of wave, like? So
maybe before the first time, maybe not afterwards, but maybe the first time.
Maybe the first time.
Yeah.
You've never waved to a crowd before in your life?
Not in a long time, no.
Wow. That's pretty sad. Swing and a miss at the 2-2. Strikeout number 2 for Eli Riekman.
Gabe Baldovino.
They did a lot in high school, but not really so much since then.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It isn't the most natural thing. I mean, I'm not one to talk. I haven't exactly been the most famous.
The belle
person.
of the ball.
Yeah. It's 0-1 against Baldovino. 2 outs, base is empty in a 1-1 game. And the righty takes low on a heater. 1-1. But I remember there was this one instance where I had to wave to a crowd. It was up on a podium. Strike 2, 1-2.
High school graduation or something like that?
No, it was this past year in college, my sophomore year.
Oh, were you getting a scholarship or
something like that?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. The 1-2 with 2 outs is to the backstop again, 2-2. And anyway, the point of the story is that I too really thought hard about how I was going to wave to people. It's not something that you think about when you see other people do it, but
yeah,
it's a weird thing. Outside on an 89-mile-an-hour fastball, the count's full. And right now, Eli Riekman, he has the fastball going, but beyond that, he's really struggling to get a feel of that breaking ball now. Payoff pitch in, line drive left center. In for a hit. It gets by the center fielder. Scott's going to go all the way to the wall. Baldovino now at second. Here comes the throw into the cutoff man. Baldovino in at third. A stand-up triple. A 2-out triple. And for Gabe Baldovino, that's his second 3-bagger of the summer.
Number 24, Jacob Castro.
It was a gutsy play from Forte. Or Christian Scott in center, doing his best to try to jump and cut it off instead of playing it back. And it backfired. A single turns into a triple. The speedy Gabe Baldovino.
So Jacob Castro looking to drive him in now. Suddenly a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. The Oaks, that was their 4th hit. Lefty deals low. It's 1-0. And you have to wonder here, as Riekman has thrown 2 curveballs to the backstop, whether he is a little resistant to throwing that pitch again.
Depends on his trust in Wyeth.
Fastball again. That's 2 in a row, and it's grounded foul, 1-1. But I guess if you're throwing 91, 92 from the left side.
A little bit of leeway.
Yeah. It's not like he's forced
exactly
to throw that, the off-speed to get outs.
Although Castro, a good fastball hitter.
Indeed. 1-1. And the pitch outside corner. Tough call. And it's 1-2. Oaks looking for a clutch 2-out knock. They scored their first run on a ground out. Now the wind of the pitch. High chop. And foul again. Down the right field line. Castro popped up on the first pitch he saw in the first. To first. Now Baldovino's at third. Inching off of third, trying to get a good jump of the ball. Gets away from the catcher. Breaking ball. Again a hanging curve above the zone. And it's 2-2. So here's the situation. Bottom three, 1-1 game. 2-2 count, 2 outs. A run around third. And now the set from the southpaw. And he sends home. Line drive, right side. Stabbed and speared. Brought in by Allen. Hit hard enough for a base hit. But the Saints, well, a little bit lucky here in the third inning. No runs on one hit, no errors. And the Oaks strand the go-ahead runner at third. 1-1 through 3 full on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. The first of the fourth 1-1 game. Travis Weston back to work. I'm going to sit back and watch. Zach Engberg, why don't you take over play-by-play, the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Thank you, Jordan. Great first 3 innings. Drew Cowley 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left in the first. And Travis Weston started the game off rocky, but as the first pitch into Cowley drops in for a strike on the 70-mile-an-hour curveball, 0-1. So the first batter of the day, Anthony Forte, Travis Weston walked him. Morgan Elm drove him in with an RBI double. Since then, Travis Weston has retired 9 in a row as Cowley grounds that one to the second baseman, picked up by Odekirk. Fires over to first. That's 10 straight retired for Travis Weston. Settled down well. And you look on the scoreboard, a run on 1 hit, and you take away those first 2 batters. He's pitching a shutout right now.
Yeah, he has been electric. He struggled to start his outing off, as you referenced, Zach, but since then, how about 4 strikeouts for Wild Wild Weston, and he looks locked in. He's not just working the fastball, but the changeup and slider are also on today.
Tricky Travis is in the zone. 10 straight retired.
Nice one.
Now Thomas Lovano, I got more coming. Thomas Lovano up, 1 out. Lovano a dangerous hitter, one of the more dangerous in the CCL, but he's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right. And he swings through the first pitch from Weston. A changeup. Drops in and it's 0-1.
He's just getting so much movement right now. He's got such a feel for the baseball. Yeah. I mean, some people are just naturally gifted like that. They can just make a move in directions you're not expecting it to.
When he gets in the zone, it's fun to watch. The 0-1 line by Lovano, but right at the third baseman, Ramon Gomez grabs it right out of the air for the second out of the inning, and 2 down quickly in the top of the 4th.
The defense has been so much sharper the last couple of days because for as good as the starting pitching has been with Ramirez and Travis Weston, there have been a few balls barreled up, but the defense has been on their toes and they deserve a lot of credit as well.
The last few days, that was a big part of the 7-0 win yesterday.
Certainly.
As well as the 4-1 win over the Blues a couple days before that. A couple complete games. The new batter, Pete Durkay, takes the first pitch high, 1-0. Durkay struck out swinging in the first, but it was a controversial at-bat. Had a line shot to right, which would have been his second home run of the season. First one also came against the Oaks, which is a grand slam, part of a 15-10 day. So that one worked in on the outside corner, 1-1. It dropped foul, or called foul by the ump. He thought it was fair. Aaron Milam thought it was fair. And then the end of the inning, when he struck out swinging, Zach Kamenko applied the tag as he dropped the ball, and Durkay kind of shoved him off with the elbow as the 1-1 is fouled off to the left side, and it's 1-2.
And remember, Zach Kamenko and Durkay exchanged a few pleasantries after that inning, certainly. And there was some shoving at the end of the inning, which prompted some shouts from both dugouts.
Yeah.
Something to keep track of as this ball game progresses.
Haven't seen any fights this season as the 1-2 plunks Durkay. And he's going to take first base as he tosses his bat, his elbow guard, and his knee guard. So the Saints are runner on first.
16, Jason Gonzalez.
After what was a run of 11 straight batters retired by Travis Weston. And Jason Gonzalez, who struck out swinging to start the second inning, now up with Durkay on first. The third base runner of the day for the Saints. Weston looks him off, fires in, low to Gonzalez, 1-0. Jason Gonzalez this season in limited at-bats is hitting .409 in 44 at-bats. He's got 18 hits, 15 of them singles, 1 double, 2 home runs. A dangerous hitter. Pete Durkay, 1 stolen base this season. Not much of a threat to run at first as the 1-0 trails outside, and it's 2-0. The Saints have been, the latter part of the season, one of the better teams in the CCL.
Certainly.
Weston fires over to first.
An offense that can challenge the best of them.
They had a run in the middle of the season when the Oaks saw them. A run of 5 games where they had won 5 in a row, and they scored 10 runs 3 times and at least 8-4. As that one misses again, and it's 3-0. And that was the end of the run when the Oaks saw them, lost 15-10. That was the game when Durkay had his grand slam. Anthony Forte hit a home run. This offense, when it gets going, Jordan, it can mash with the best of them. 3 in a row right now. Swung on and missed by Gonzalez on the outside corner, and it's 3-1. Scored 16 runs against the Academy Barons on July 19th. 9 the day before against the Barons. They won their last game against the Foresters 6-2. That was yesterday. And that's what you want to do heading into the playoffs. You want to come in on a hot streak. Swinging the bats well. And Durkay is running. Gonzalez fouls it off to the right side, and it's a full count, 3-2. 2 outs with a runner on first. This game tied 1-1. Saints scored 1 in the first on an RBI double from Morgan Allen. The Oaks scored 1 in the bottom of the second on a leadoff double from Raul Sandoval, a sac bunt from Ramon Gomez, and an RBI ground out from Zach Kamenko. Other than that, it's been mostly action from the pitchers, Weston and Riekman, the 2 lefties going at it. 3-2, 2 outs. Durkay is running again. Gonzalez holds up. Calls for the check swing, and he did. He held up, and he takes first. So Weston had retired 10 in a row, or had retired 11 in a row, and now a hit by pitch and a walk, and the Saints have 2 runners on, 2 outs, as Coach Lee is going to come out to chat with Weston.
Already see some action with Aiden Dolan out in the Oaks bullpen. Not sure how long Travis Weston's going to go today, but I assume he's going to get a chance to at least finish off this inning.
Definitely. I think he's built up that trust enough with Coach Solis this season, the way that he's performed.
The thing that you always have to remember with Weston is how much mileage he has on his arm this year. That's just a quick meeting.
Yeah.
You know that Coach Solis is just checking on him, asking him how he's feeling. And, well, Travis Weston's a competitor.
I can imagine how that meeting went. He just goes out, get it done. He said, all right, coach, and walked off.
Or how are you feeling?
Yeah.
I got this guy. Something along those lines.
And based on his performance this season, Jordan, I think you can believe that the odds are in Travis Weston's favor. 2 on, 2 outs, tie ball game 1-1 in the top of the 4th inning. Travis Weston, Evan Russell. Weston peers in for a sign, fires in, and that's inside and a strike on the inside corner 0-1. Evan Russell flew out to center in the second. Now on up with Pete Durkee on second, Jason Gonzalez on first. The second hit of the day for the Saints would probably drive in a run, and Russell takes that one in the dirt. Stopped by Kamenko. Fires back, and it's 1-1.
Actually, there was an appeal to first, and they said that he did not check his swing. An absolutely filthy slider from Weston on that 0-1 pitch, and now just 1 strike away from getting out of a jam.
Call in favor of the Oaks, and now 0-2, 2 outs. Weston looks back on second, fires in. Checked his swing, held off on that pitch on the outside corner, and it's 1-2 to Evan Russell.
But an ideal pitch from Travis Weston there on the changeup. He made the hitter think about it. He didn't put it anywhere where he could do damage. Really just an ideal pitch. See if he goes back there here.
He's relied on his changeup a lot this summer. It's been probably his best pitch. Checks on Durkee. Fires in. Swung on and missed. A little peanut butter and jelly to get out of that jam. 5th strikeout of the game for Travis Weston. First of the inning. So he hits a batter, walks a batter, and then gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base for Travis Weston through 3.5. We're tied 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Oaks will be up to bat. You can catch it right here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Ryan Yamashiro leading off the bottom of the 4th. Oaks and Saints still tied 1-1. After Travis Weston got out of a 2-out jam. Struck out Evan Russell with 2 runners on. And now Eli Riekman as Yamashiro bloops that one off the end of his bat, and it's going to drop in for a single. Christian Scott handles it. Throws it in. First pitch swinging. Ryan Yamashiro off the end of his bat. Drops it in for the 5th hit of the day for the Oaks. 5 hits, only 1 run to show for it so far. And Raul Sandoval up now, who got the best hit of the day, really for either team. Barreled up a ball, lined it into left field, over the head of Evan Russell.
Well, the approach has been simple for the Oaks. They've attacked early in counts, and they've attacked that fastball, which even though it has a lot of velocity, it doesn't move very much. And that one is called a strike to Sandoval on the outside corner. If you barrel up this fastball, it travels. Raul Sandoval will be the first one to tell you that. He attacked a fastball, elevated, and just shot it into left field over the head of Evan Russell his last time up.
And that one fouled off, and it's 0-2. And Riekman has been trying to jam the right-handed hitters, go inside on him, and if you miss a little bit to the right in the zone on pitches like that, or a little bit up, these right-handed hitters can do damage. Sandoval already with a double. One of 2 extra base hits of the day. Gabe Baldovino also had a triple. And he takes the 0-2 right up the middle. A great diving play by the second baseman. Morgan Allen, who tries to flip it from his glove to Drew Cowley, who was covering. Not in time, and he looks a little shaken up as both Ryan Yamashiro and Raul Sandoval are safe on the bag. 2 hits to start the inning, and Aaron Milam out to check on Morgan Allen, who looks very shaken up.
Yeah, sensational effort at second for Morgan Allen, and you hate to see a player go down after an effort like that. Looks to be walking it off. I'm not sure if he's going to stay in the game, but for Raul Sandoval, it has been a 360 degrees turnaround.
Absolutely.
The past couple weeks. And it makes you think. Clearly the problem with a player like Sandoval was that his swing was too long. I mean, sometimes when a player's struggling, you never know. It could be something in their personal life.
Yeah.
It could be thousands of factors. But there's a rare case when you make a couple tweaks to a player that you can clearly see, and that just flips the light switch up and something starts going right for them. Raul Sandoval is that player. And I just find it hard to believe that he's going to hit anything less than 350 in the junior college scene next year after the jumps he's made in summer baseball.
And finishing on the run that he is on, that's the level of confidence that builds doing it against guys like Eli Riekman is massive. Ramon Gomez up, showing bunt again, pops it up, back over our heads and to our left. Foul ball, and it's 0-1. Last time up, Gomez, after a leadoff double from Raul Sandoval. Sec bunted him over to third before Zach Kamenko, who's in the on-deck circle, drove him in on a ground out. And now Gomez up. 2 runners on, nobody out against Eli Riekman, as there's a little bit of movement in the Saints bullpen now. The 0-1, and Gomez showing bunt again and again, pops it up to the third baseman, who makes a nice catch in foul territory. Great play by the third baseman, Jason Gonzalez, who was ready for the bunt. Gomez bunted his first time up, showed bunt there. Second time, popped it up in foul territory. And a failed bunt attempt. Yamashiro and Sandoval still at first and second, and Zach Kamenko. The Oaks doubles machine this summer. Up now in an RBI opportunity, 10 this season, 11 now after his RBI earlier today, in only 50 at-bats. Ryan Yamashiro on second after a leadoff single. Raul Sandoval on first. His chain hanging as he leans. That first pitch in there for a strike to Kamiko, 0-1. Eli Riekman this season. It's gone 5 innings twice. Has gone at least 4 innings 4 times, including once against the Oaks. Came on July 6th. As the 0-1 swung on by Kamenko, that's a double play ball. 5-4. The throw to the first baseman is high. Durkee catches it, but as he lands, Kamenko gets to first safely. So Ryan Yamashiro gets to third. Raul Sandoval is out at second, but the throw is high to first, and Zach Kamenko is safe on what will be a 5-4 fielder's choice. So the Oaks runners on the corners. 2 outs now. And Trent McKinney, the free swinger, up. Still in an RBI spot. Oaks get lucky in the wild throw there. Although Durkee did a good job handling it, as if he let that go, a run would score.
Zach Kamenko. I mean, obviously you're hitting a double play ball to third. Your instinct is to be disappointed. You might not run hard, but Kamenko hustled out of the box and beat it out to give McKinney a chance here.
McKinney first pitch swinging into right field. The right fielder, Anthony Forte, has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. So the Oaks lead off with 2 singles by Yamashiro and Sandoval, and then 3 straight outs. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base. This game is still tied 1-1 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. We're going to go get honored now, so we'll be back. We Aiden Dolan, the righty, who is heading to Sonoma State University, is going to walk on for that program in the fall. Replacing Travis Weston. Weston, a good outing. Went 4 innings, allowed a run on a hit. Had 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Only 4 base runners allowed. That 1 run came in the first inning. Walked Anthony Forte to lead off the game. Morgan Allen drove him in with an RBI double. And then in the 4th, 2 2-out runners allowed. Pete Durkan a hit by pitch. Jason Gonzalez on a walk. And then he struck out Evan Russell, his last batter of the game. So a nice final start for Travis Weston, who's going to head to Boise State. First pitch in from Dolan. Grounded by Wyeth to the third baseman. Picked up by Gomez. Fired to first for the first out of the inning. A good start for Aiden Dolan. The catcher, Jacob Wyeth, is retired and gets to the bottom of the order. The center fielder, Christian Scott.
Number 12, Christian Scott.
Christian Scott 0 for 1 today. Led off the third inning with a fly out to left. Sporting the orange gloves and the orange shoes from Tennessee. Pops that one up to the left side. Gomez running over in foul territory and makes the catch. Ranging over into the outfield. A couple feet left of the third base line for the second out of the inning. So Dolan, 2 pitches, 2 outs. Quickly getting through the bottom of this order as we get to the top in Anthony Forte.
We talked to Aiden yesterday.
Yeah.
And one thing I didn't realize about Aiden Dolan was that he didn't throw this past year. Didn't go to school. He's going to try and walk on and play at Sonoma State next season. And he's battled an ankle injury this summer. He's finally starting to get healthy and lock in.
First pitch low and inside 1-0. And so it was a double gut punch, really. Coming and facing this high level of competition, having not pitched really since last summer with the Oaks, struggling with the ankle injury, not being able to get his footing. You can imagine why he struggled as the 1-0 is low, 2-0. So much coming into the season. And one of his worst outings came against the Saints. Allowed 7 runs without recording an out in that 15-10 loss in Pasadena in late June. As that one barreled by Forte, a line drive, and an easy catch for the right fielder, Andrew Lucas. So Aiden Dolan quickly gets through the 8-9 and number 1 hitters. A 1-2-3 inning for Dolan. And the Oaks and Saints are still tied 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Keep it right here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Trevor Davis from Cornell, the new pitcher for the Arroyo Seco Saints. He's going to face Tyler Odekirk. to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Eli Reekman, get you his line in a second, went 4 innings. And he leaves this game tied 1-1. First pitch to Odekirk, way inside 83 on the fastball. Has to bend his knees back, and it's 1-0.
The Oaks have outplayed the Saints today, 6 hits compared to 1. But the Saints have played good defense, and they've stayed in this game.
That one worked inside. It's 1-1. Eli Reekman went 4 innings, gave up 6 hits, a run. It was earned. No walks, 2 strikeouts. Strikeouts came to close the first. And for the second out in the third, as that one is bunted down, he's racing to first, picked up by Gonzalez, and that'll be a bunt single for Tyler Odekirk. We talked about his bunting earlier today, Jordan, and there on full display. Perfectly placed, and he's on first.
Tyler Odekirk didn't have the bunt hit this summer. He'd probably be hitting right around 220 or so. So that's a boost to his batting average there. Looks better to people who follow him in a box score, and he does it the dirty way for the Oaks here in this inning.
That's what good hitters do. Good hitters figure out ways to get on base, and he's on base with no outs in the bottom of the 5th. As Andrew Lugas back at the top of the order. Lines out one to left. Right to Evan Russell, who comes in, makes the catch, fires in for a quick first out of the inning.
How about that quick back from Andrew Lugas off the bench. Screams one to left field. Right at Russell, though.
Lucas, 1 for 3 now, but 2 well-hit balls. The single in the first, and now that line out here in the 5th. Gabe Baldovino, who had a triple his last time up on a single that was misplayed by Christian Scott, rolled to the wall, and he got to third. First pitch inside, he holds off, and it's 1-0. Trevor Davis this summer. Coming into today, only one inning pitched, has an 18 ERA, highest on the team, as he allowed 2 runs in that 1 inning. But he also got 3 strikeouts. So it was a little wild, as that one is inside to Baldovino, and it's 2-0. Trevor Davis out of Cornell last year in his sophomore season. Had a .496 ERA with 18 strikeouts in 16 1/3 innings. Earned his first collegiate victory on May 1st at Binghamton. As that one's up and in to Baldovino, and it's 3-0 with 1 out and a runner on. Oaks and Saints tied 1-1. So we're a little over halfway through the final home contest of the season here at Cal Lutheran. That one worked inside, 3-1 to Baldovino. The Oaks have one more game this summer. The rubber match against the Barons next Tuesday in Compton. That game will be live at 6 p.m., so we'll probably go live at around 5:55. That one barreled by Baldovino. Into left, Evan Russell looks back, and he will watch it fly. Gabe Baldovino with a 2-run shot into left field. Tyler Odekirk will come in to score, and Gabe Baldovino will come across. His first home run of the season. What a shot from Gabe Baldovino. And, Joe, we've talked about this. To hit it into left field, you really have to get a hold of it, and Baldovino got all of that one.
Yeah, hit a tater, come home, helmet off, show off the flow. 2-run bomb, and the Oaks lead 3-1.
Gabe Baldovino slaughtered that saucer. The Oaks lead 3-1. Now 3 runs on 8 hits. Travis Weston went 4 innings of work. Dolan went inning of work. Allowed only 1 hit to the Saints, and now 3 runs for the Oaks. First pitch into Castro is outside, and it's 1-0. The Oaks finding a little groove in the last few games of the season. Good pitching, good defense, and good hitting, good timely hitting. And Castro gets a hold of that one. It's high into right field. Forte goes back, and that one will go! Back-to-back home runs for the Conejo Oaks, his first of the summer. Jacob Castro bops it over the right field wall. And look at the Oaks, Jordan. finding a little pop here in the last game at home.
Number 32.
Well, I'd been asking myself before every game, when is Gabe Baldovino and when is Jacob Castro going to hit their first home runs of the summer? Well, I have my answer to the question. Back-to-back blasts. And the Oaks lead 4-1. What a great moment here in this summer.
Some excitement as we close the summer season in the first pitch into Yamashiro. Inside, or in the strike zone on the outside corner, 0-1. So the Oaks now 4 runs on 9 hits. 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Yamashiro puts a drive into it. Jumped up for a second. And that one's caught by Russell and left. Second out of the inning. So the Oaks, who have been
Number 4, Raul Sandoval.
a little power famished this summer. Besides Nico Lima and Ryan Yamashiro, not many home runs. And we've saw 2 back-to-back, the first back-to-back shots for the Oaks this summer. And it comes, as it always does with the Oaks in the last possible game, really they can do it as the first pitch into Sandoval. Grooved in there for a strike, 0-1. Sandoval, 2 for 2 today. Had a nice line drive double into left field in the second. Had a single up the middle in the 4th. Came in to score in the second, which was, until this inning, the first run of the game. As that one is in the dirt, 1-1. The Oaks doing damage against Trevor Davis in his second appearance of the summer. The one went into Sandoval, and he hacks at it. It's 1-2.
It's got to be my favorite moment of the season so far, Zach.
Absolutely.
Back-to-back home runs, both players hitting their first home runs of the summer.
It's just fun.
The Oaks are hot.
1-2. Swung on and missed by Raul Sandoval. That's the third out of the inning. But not before 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Back-to-back jacks from Gabe Baldovino and Jacob Castro. One of the most exciting innings of the season for the Conejo Oaks. And they lead 4-1 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Keep it right here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Morgan Allen, the second baseman, leading off the 6th inning against Aiden Dolan, who had a 1-2-3 5th. The Oaks up 4-1 after back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the 5th inning, giving these home fans a show in the final contest at Sparky Anderson. The first pitch in from Dolan, low outside corner, misses, and it's 1-0. So you take away the first inning of this game, Jordan. Anthony Forte led off with a walk. Morgan Allen had an RBI double. The Saints have done nothing offensively. The 1-1 inside for a strike. And now it's 1-1. Only 4 base runners all day. Only 1 run, 1 hit. At one point, 11 straight Saints had been retired. as the 1-1 drops in for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Look at that changeup from Aiden Dolan, sharper than a knife today. And he hasn't had that pitch like he did last summer. And today it's on full display. He's pitching well.
The 1-2 popped up by Allen. First baseman Yamashiro comes in, makes the grab for the first out of the inning. So first 4 batters Aiden Dolan faces, he retires.
And a good sequence on that. Starts off with a fastball to the changeup low, then elevates the fastball to get the out. A nice sequence from Aiden Dolan. He's feeling good to start this game.
He has been much improved. Every outing we've seen him since that 7-run, no-out performance against the Saints, he's gotten better every time out. The first pitch in, chopped by Cowley, but foul. Cowley, 0 for 2 today, flew out to left in the first. 4-3 ground out in the fourth. That one's inside in the dirt, 1-1. Aiden Dolan coming into the game. 9 2/3 innings pitched. A 15.83 ERA, 21 runs, 17 of them earned. 11 strikeouts, 10 walks, and 18 hits. But you look a little closer as that one is lined up the middle for a base hit. Drew Cowley right back at Aiden Dolan with a 1-out single, the second hit of the day for the Saints. They have a runner on with 1 out. Thomas Lovano, dangerous DH.
Thomas Lovano.
Number 15, up to the dish. But for Aiden Dolan, his last 3 performances, 2 runs or fewer allowed. His last time out against the Blues, went 2 2/3, gave up 2 runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Has not gone any outing scoreless, as that one is outside 1-0. Hasn't had a scoreless outing this summer. But he's in a good spot to potentially do that today. But he has to get through Lovano first.
I'd like to see more of that changeup. Use that as a weapon. Could throw it for a strike or a ball.
1-0, Drew Cowley at first. He fires back as Cowley slides. No tag from Yamashiro. Drew Cowley, only 2 stolen bases this summer on 4 attempts. So he's got a 50% success rate. See if he runs with Lovano up. I've seen the Saints try the hit and run a couple times today. The 1-0 as Dolan fires in, and it's up 2-0. Thomas Lovano, second on this team with 22 RBIs. Andy Garriola, who is not in the lineup today, is first with 25. Those 2 are tied for the team lead with 12 extra base hits each. Dominant hitter. The 2-0 swung on and foul to the left side. A ground ball just to the left of the Oaks dugout, and it's 2-1. Big day today in the baseball world. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Couple greats retired. Mariano Rivera.
It's been so much fun to watch the MLB Network commentary on Mariano the past few days.
Greatest closer of all time. As Drew Cowley is running, Lovano lines that one into the gap in right center. And that'll drop right off the top of the wall, about 6 inches away from a home run. Cowley will come in to score, and Thomas Lovano with a 1-out RBI double that misses a home run by less than a foot into right center field, and it's a 4-2 game. Dangerous spot for Aiden Dolan as Pete Durkee, who just barely missed a home run as well in the first inning.
A missile to right center field off of the hot bat of Thomas Lovano. He gets his first hit, and it was just about a foot away from checking in with his CCL leading 6th blast of the summer.
So the Saints come into the inning with a run on 1 hit, and in this inning alone have a run on 2 hits. And Pete Durkee, who's 0 for 1 today, struck out swinging in the first, was hit by a pitch in the fourth. Dangerous lefty His only home run of the season was a grand slam off of Aiden Dolan. And the first pitch in, he takes for a strike, 0-1.
Look at that changeup break starting at the front hip. Get a little bit of that action back to the center of the plate to a lefty. And also some vertical movement from Aiden Dolan on that pitch.
0-1 into Durkee. Checks on Lovano at second. Fires in, and he swings and misses. On the pitch, low and in, and it's 0-2 to Durkee. This inning started Morgan Allen. Popped up to Yamashiro, an infield fly. And then Drew Cali with a single. Thomas Lovano with a rocket into right field, an RBI double. And now Durkee 0-2. He takes inside, holds off, and it's 1-2. Oaks lead 4-2. One down. The top of the sixth inning. Already 1-1 across for the Saints. Jason Gonzalez in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 in, Durkee. Chopper to the second baseman. Picks it up, fires to Yamashiro for the second out of the inning, but Thomas Lovano advances to third. So now Jason Gonzalez, the third baseman, comes up with a runner on third. The Oaks holding a 4-2 lead and 2 outs in the top of the sixth. Aiden Dolan looking to get out of this sixth inning. It looks like there's some more action in the Oaks bullpen. Jason Gonzalez 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging in the second. Walked in the fourth. A 2-out walk. Although he was stranded in that inning. Runner on third, 2 outs. First pitch into Gonzalez, and he takes for a strike. 0-1.
See Reese Matheson warming the Oaks pen.
Matheson has done a little relief work. He started a couple games. 0-1 in the dirt. Good stop by Kamiko, and it's 1-1.
Kamiko and Dolan have very good chemistry. Friends off of the field and on the field. So good to see them working together in symmetry today.
And that's the most important relationship on the field in any given game, pitcher-catcher. You see catchers come in often who are catch only for one player, as the 1-1 is high, and it's 2-1. You saw that in 2016 for the Cubs, John Lester and Ross, who was in his last season, really only caught for John Lester, helped that team win a World Series.
Well, the best pitchers let their catcher call the game.
Absolutely.
And that requires a lot of trust.
Absolutely. 2-1, 2 outs, runner on third. And that one driven into center field. Sandoval comes in, makes the catch to end the inning. So the Saints get a run on 2 hits. No errors. They leave a runner stranded at third. And it's 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Ramon Gomez, Zach Kamiko, Trent McKinney will come up looking to repeat the 3-run, 2-homer bottom of the fifth. You'll see it all right here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network.
Ramon Gomez.
Ramon Gomez, the Oaks leading 4-2, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. Trevor Davis, who gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, off of 2 bombs from Gabe Baldovino and Jacob Castro, both the first of the summer. They were back-to-back in the first pitch into Gomez up and in, 1-0. And then the Saints got a run across in the 6th from their slugger, Thomas Lovano, a double that, if he gets 6 inches higher, is a 2-run shot. And that one from Gomez, back up the middle, a nice play from Cali, rolling to his left, a nice throw to first to get the speedy Ramon Gomez for the first out of the inning. It's a tough play going to your left.
It is a tough play, but Cali, a very talented shortstop, he made it look easy.
Jordan and I were getting some work in before the game, working on our grounders, and I will tell you from experience, it's a tough play to make.
How are the hammies feeling now, Zach?
They're feeling okay.
Okay,
I actually, I was more exhausted running back to the booth from getting honored in between the innings than I was from playing in the field, as that one's chopped foul by Cam and Co. 0-1. You know, sometimes you think you have wild ideas. I could be an athlete, and then you do anything athletic, and you're quickly reminded, no, there's a reason I'm here talking about it instead of playing. 0-1 to Cam and Co., who's 0 for 2 today, but had an RBI in the 2nd, and that one fired in for a strike 0-2.
I share that feeling with you, Zach. And there are times where I'm even more delusional than you. I go more than 5 minutes where I think that I could play a sport. But, I mean, these guys, they make it look so easy sometimes. And, and we forget they're some of the best athletes
in the world, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
The 0-2 to Cam and Co. Outside, the slider. As Wyeth rolls to his right to make the stop 1-2. You're not delusional. You're just a dreamer. There's nothing wrong with that, Jordan.
Well, that's a nice way to say it.
I would call you delusional if you showed up one day suited up and said, all right, where are you playing me today, Coach? That's delusional.
Little you know. Did you know I had that planned for Tuesday?
Uh-oh. 1-2 into Cam and Co., and he takes it up and in, holds off on the swing, and it's 2-2.
I'll stick to my pick-up basketball runs at the park.
There you go. You going to play tonight?
Oh, yeah. They call me the Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, I saw you.
Balboa
you got a little Kobe in you. Not much at all. Morsel.
Only a little.
2-2 trails outside again, and it's a full count, 3-2.
And when you say a little bit of Kobe, you mean just the...
Yeah, you're a ball hog.
Just the B part for Jordan Brenner. Yeah. That's it, on the ball hog part. I don't pass.
Who needs to pass?
You learn that quickly.
You can hit those mid-range jumpers, turn around in the corner.
Definitely not an efficient basketball player.
You'll have your 81 game day. As the 3-2 is low, and Zach Kamenko has walked. The catchers continue to pile up the walks for the Oaks team.
Number 20, Trent McKinney.
As the third base ump heads to second, Kamenko heads to first, and Trent McKinney heads to the batter's box. McKinney 0 for 2 today. Or no, 1 for 2. Singled in the second, but was caught stealing to end that inning. On a nice combination between Jacob Wyeth and Drew Cowley, who made a really nice play, tag, covering second. He's up now 1 out. Zach Kamenko on first. Fired in by Davis, and McKinney rolls away from it as that one just barely misses, hitting McKinney.
That was headed right for his rib cage.
Yeah.
And he, I don't know how he did that.
Did a good job rolling away from it. Again, these guys are athletes. The instincts are there.
I guess Trent McKinney could be a good dancer with that hip action.
1-0 grounded. That's a double play ball. 4-6 to 3. McKinney is safe at first. So it will stand as a 4-6 fielder's choice. McKinney beats out the throw. And the Oaks are 2 out. Still with a runner on first. And Tyler Odekirk, who singled to lead off the busy bottom of the 5th, now up with a runner still on. Trent McKinney standing on first. 2 outs. Odekirk 1 for 2. Also flew out to right to lead off the third. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Right around 6:20. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Zach Engberg alongside Jordan Brenner. Emily Hilsinger on production. Oaks leading 4-2 as that one worked inside for a strike, and it's 0-2. One of the more exciting innings we've gotten all season. Back-to-back bombs in the 5th. And what do you know? I got to put those on my reel. Fun day. 0-2, 2 outs. Runner on first. McKinney is running. The throw, not in time to the right. McKinney jumps up. He's going to head to third as the throw trails into center. Scott fires into third, and Trent McKinney gets 2 bases on the wild throw from Jacob Wyeth. So now the Oaks, this is the 1-2 count to Odekirk, have Trent McKinney 90 feet away from the plate. Good base running, heads-up base running by Trent McKinney.
Yeah, aggressive base running. He's a guy, once he gets on, he's lightning in a bottle. He's a guy you want on your team for that reason. I mean, he can make things happen in a bunch of different ways.
So that'll be a stolen base and advances to third on an error by the catcher. Odekirk skies that one into right, and it'll go out of play as McKinney was pump faking as if he was going to try to steal home. I would love to see it. Couple home runs, a steal of home, maybe a walk-off. Why not? 1-2, 2 outs. That one inside. A called strike 3 to Tyler Odekirk as he turns away from that pitch. Send him his ARPD. He is retired. So the Oaks, no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left on base. They lead 4-2 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Keep it right here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Reese Matheson replacing Aiden Dolan. Evan Russell leading off the top of the 7th for the Saints. Oaks leading 4-2. And for play-by-play for the 7th, 8th, and 9th, here's Jordan Brenner. Jordan?
Thank you, Zach. Great job today. Send him his ARDP card. He is retired.
ARPD.
ARPD. That'll tell you how much I know about the real world. Anyway, great job. Love that call. Evan Russell is the left fielder. This is his third at-bat. He's going against the righty Reese Matheson coming into the game for Aiden Dolan. He kicks and offers. The first pitch he deals is grounded down the third base side. It's going to go in the corner. Russell jogging. He's in a second with a stand-up leadoff double. So 1 on, nobody out for the Saints, and not the start that Reese Matheson was looking for. Matheson 0-1 on the summer. He started 5 times, and in 20 innings pitched, he has a 10.35 ERA. He has really struggled locating the baseball, but he does have 23 strikeouts, which is a good number, compared to 20 walks. So when he's in the zone, he's hard to hit. A runner on, here's Jacob Wyeth, the catcher, who's 0 for 2 today, and he swings and fouls one behind home. Aiden Dolan out of the pen, one of his better performances this year. Gets his revenge on a Saints team that scored 7 on him in an outing where he didn't record an out earlier this year. That was a 15-10 loss for the Oaks, and that came on June 29th. Today, 2 hits, 1 run against him in 2 innings of work. No walks, no strikeouts.
And he's in line for the win.
The 0-1. Breaking ball, lined into center field. Coming in, Sandoval. It's off his glove and down. Russell had to hold for a second at second, so he'll stop at third. And sliding into second is Jacob Wyeth. That'll be an error on Raul Sandoval. And the Oaks had played great defense all day long until that play right there. And let's see if it comes back and haunts them. The tying runner's now in scoring position.
2 on, still no outs. And yeah, it looks like it is an error on Sandoval.
Off his glove. It was a diving line drive, not an easy play.
Definitely.
But if you get your hand on that, that's a play you have to make, and Raul Sandoval will be the first one to tell you that.
And for such a sure-handed defender, one of the better defensive outfielders for these Oaks this summer, it's a play you have to make, although he spent most of his time in right field.
Now Christian Scott is up. Just to finish his freshman year at Tennessee. And he takes high and outside on 86. Scott is an outfielder there. 5'10", 168. Played in 21 games in his freshman campaign. Only 7 starts. Hit .321 with 9 hits and scored 5 runs. One of his better games on April 27th. 2 for 2 with a double against Arkansas. And the 1-0's in there at the knees. It's 1-1 for Matheson. Today, though, for 2. Reese Matheson out of Glendale City College, one of the many pitchers from Glendale. They don't like their pitchers thrown out of the windup. They like them out of the stretch. Out of the stretch, Matheson throws the 1-1. It's chopped foul. In 17 innings this past year, the 6'2 freshman had a 2.65 ERA. He had 21 strikeouts. He saved a game and was 1-1. Though he projects as a starter in the future. He didn't start one game for Glendale this past year. All out of the pen. So 1-2 against Scott, 2 in scoring position. Pivotal moment in this ball game, top of the 7th inning. Appreciate you joining us. Now buckle up. Matheson a long look in, now comes set. Checks and offers the 1-2 away. 88 on a heater, it's 2-2. And Reese Matheson, 6'2", already pumping 88 after his freshman season. A guy who will grow into his frame. And he might be a guy we check in on 2 years from now. And he could be doing some big things.
You see how skinny it is. He needs to add 10, 15 pounds at least.
The 2-2, changeup fades away, and the count's full. In danger of losing Scott here.
And that's the one thing that I have to remember sometimes is you watch these guys, and we do our best to call these games and criticize accordingly. But a lot of these guys, 18, 19 years old, still coming into their bodies, still maturing, and they're out here performing like they are Reese Matheson has had some great outings. He had a no-hit performance one game, so you see flashes of brilliance from these guys, and it's fun to watch.
Take the full count pitch is high, 83, misses above the zone, and the bases are loaded. And that kind of puts in perspective, at least for me. You look at people like Ronald Acuna and Juan Soto
absolutely.
and Bryce Harper. These guys are the same age as the players that we're calling
the same age as us.
Yeah.
And they're out doing just incredible things. Fernando Tatis.
Another one.
Vladdy Jr., guys like that. It's, that's where you look at. These guys are some of the best athletes. Those are some of the best athletes of all time. You talk about top-tier guys. Incredible.
Coach Solis out for a visit with Matheson, who has yet to retire a batter here in the 7th inning. A double, an error, and a walk. Have them loaded for the Saints. Quick meeting for Solis. See some action in the Oaks bullpen. So Conejo back to the plate. He gives the sign to the infield.
I have to imagine he's going to be throwing low, try to get a double play ball.
Gomez is playing shallow from third. Baldovino and Odekirk up the middle are at normal depth, and Yamashiro is a step behind Christian Scott at first, maybe 2 steps. Outfield shaded slightly right of normal. And the first pitch is fouled back to the screen off the bat of Forte. Anthony Forte 0 for 2, walked and scored in the first inning. Big right fielder. Forte 317. He's driven in 11 runs this summer. He does have a little bit of pop. 9 total extra base hits on the summer. And the 0-1 home. Swing and a drive. Left center field hit high in the air. The wind bumps it down, and McKinney makes the catch. The throw goes to third with Gomez covering, which allows Evan Russell to score from third. And the Saints get one back. There's now 1 out in the inning. Runners on first and second, and the Saints have trimmed the lead to 4-3 in favor of Conejo.
Number 20, Morgan Allen.
So Morgan Allen with 1 out. Trying to hand the bat off to Drew Cowley on deck. Allen is one of the 4 hitters with hits today. He doubled in a run in the first inning to right center. It looks like there's going to be a pinch hitter, actually. Going to be Wyatt Stapp off the bench.
We have a change. Now hitting number 14, Wyatt Stapp.
He's hitting .213 this summer with 10 hits. 1 bunt and 9 singles. So an interesting change for Aaron Milam and the Saints. Stapp ready. Matheson steps. And here's the pitch. Driven high. Not deep to right field. Lucas got a bad read on it, but he comes in charging. Loses his hat in the process, but makes the catch. F-9, and Stapp retired in his pinch hit opportunity. Now it'll be Drew Cowley, the shortstop. Singled and scored in the 6th inning after flying out a grounding out in the 1st and 4th. He's 1 for 3. 2 outs here, and Reese Matheson, if he can get out of this inning with only 1 run given up, that's a good job by him.
After loading the bases with no outs.
Absolutely.
And getting to the top of the order, 1, 2, 3. But Drew Cowley is going to be a tough out.
See if the Oaks can hold on to their 1-run lead. The kick and the pitch is low, 78 on a changeup, I believe. So 1-0 count, back on the bump. Looking for his sign, and he steps off. Try to get on the same page with Zach Kamenko here. Catcher headed to West Texas A&M in the fall. Kamenko loves the beach. Not going to have too much of that in West Texas.
Nothing but baseball and football.
The kick in the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Conejo. It's 1-1. Did you know Zach Conejo's favorite fruit is cantaloupe? Just a little nugget.
Makes sense. Conejo, cantaloupe. I can see it.
Nice.
I like cantaloupe.
Yeah, me too.
You a honeydew guy?
Yeah, I like all fruit.
I know people
except
that
for bananas.
I don't know. Well, bananas are great. You ever had a banana pancake?
1-1 in. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Are banana pancakes fruit? Last I checked, they weren't.
No, but it is with a banana. It's just this is how a conversation works, Jordan.
Yeah, sometimes I forget, don't I? Hey, you do have a few years on me. I got a lot to learn.
Just a little more than 2. It's okay. You'll get there.
2-1, 2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes on a front door 2-seamer. And Callie can't believe it. He's still laughing off that call. Been a great game so far. 4-3, Oaks on top. They've done that on 9 hits and an error. 3 runs, 4 hits and error for the Saints. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2. And now a pause. And the pitch. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. Shadows beginning to cover the left side of the field. Not yet in fair territory, though, as we are across the 6:30 hour on the Pacific Coast. Thanks for joining us. Wherever you may be, whoever you are, we appreciate it. Oaks fans, Saints fans, we love the support. Matheson with an intense stare on his face. Buckles up. Now the 2-2. Swung on and fouled off again. Callie will not go down without a fight. Saints already in the postseason, so that weight has been lifted off their shoulder. They're trying to continue the momentum into the postseason. They've won 3 in a row. They're a team that certainly isn't favored to win, but has the talent to go on a run, similar to what the Oaks did last summer. Now 2-2 for the 3rd time. On its way. The pitch is outside, and now we have a full count, 3-2. In yesterday's game, the Oaks had their first truly easy win of the summer, believe it or not.
Yeah.
7 shutout innings from Jerry Ramirez. Clay Rickerman finished it off with 2 innings in the 8th and 9th while striking out 3. 3-2, Matheson fiddling with his right pant. Here it is, the pitch, runners go, grounded to short, Baldovino fields the first in time. And Reese Matheson loads him up with nobody out. He gets out of it with minimal damage dealt in the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and there are 2 runners left aboard. 4-3 Conejo. They try to tack on some more when we come back for the bottom of the 7th on the Conejo Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Last of the seventh, Andrew Lucas leads off against the new pitcher Jamie Robertson, and the southpaw out of Emory deals low for a ball. It's 1-0. Comes in for Trevor Davis. The lefty's 1-0 pitch. Lucas swings and fouls it to the right side and out of play. It's 1-1. Lucas 1 for 3 today. Scorched a ball his last time up in the fifth inning and lined out to the left fielder Evan Russell. He dunked a single in the first inning and advanced to second. The 1-1 to him. Swings and fouls it back, 1-2. Andrew Lucas just looks so much more polished and under control this year. Last year was the youngest player on the Oaks fresh out of high school. He was in the CCL prospect game. And the 1-2 to him. A breaking ball stays up. It's 2-2.
You think about the experiences that gives you coming straight out of high school, what Noah Matera, Aaron Suval are experiencing and coming in and playing against this high-level competition, getting that life experience, too.
2-2 to him. Waits on a breaking ball, chopped to third. Backhand stop Gonzalez. Throws to first, 5-3 for out number 1 in the seventh. Yeah, Lucas, a guy who was playing with his hair on fire last year. Just one more year of experience. He looks like a new player. The new hitter is Gabe Baldovino. And Gabe Baldovino, perhaps our player of the game so far. 2 for 3, halfway to a cycle. As he fouls the first pitch he sees off, it's 0-1 to him.
He's got the hard half, too, the triple and the home run.
That's true. Tripled in the third and hit his first home run of the season into the wind of left field for a 2-run blast in the fifth. It's 0-2 against him as 68 breaks in for a strike. Jacob Castro on deck also hit his first home run of the summer last time up. 0-2 to Baldovino at his head, and he ducks out of the way. So it's 1-2 against Baldovino, who gets a little bit of a scare. Perhaps on purpose after his triple and homer his last 2 times. Swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. It gets away from Wyeth. Baldovino runs to first, and he's aboard for the third straight time. He's on base even with a strikeout. And there's 1 on with 1 out for Castro. Castro 1 for 3.
Gabe Baldovino has just been making things happen for the Oaks since day one. Getting on base, stealing base, scoring runs, timely hits. You see it today. Strikes out, has the wherewithal to run, has the speed to get there. Maybe do some damage on the base paths.
Runner goes. Breaking ball in for a strike. The throw to second. Baldovino's head first dive. He's in there underneath a tag. And he extends his team eye and steals. That's number 11. Gabe Baldovino, a triple, a homer, a stolen bag. What a game. And he's played good defense, too, in the field.
Yesterday he had an attempted steal of third, I believe in the 5th inning. Was gunned down by Miles Emerson. We'll see if he tries to steal third again.
So an insurance run in scoring position. The 0-1 home is called a strike. It's 0-2, 82. Backdoor to the outside corner. Castro out of UC Irvine, one of the 2 players with Rio Mesa connections to Coach Solis. Jacob Flores the other. 0-2 pitch. Waits and waits for a curve. Little fly ball to center. Long run. A sliding attempt from Scott out of center. He got it. Out number 2. Got a late break on that ball and still got the leather underneath it for out number 2. Quite a play by the Tennessee outfielder.
You see the athleticism there from Christian Scott. What a play.
Two outs, and Ryan Yamashiro's got to come up with a clutch knock. A first pitch strike, inside corner from the lefty. Yamashiro's 1 for 3 today, single to center in the 4th. A strikeout, a flyout. Plenty of space in right center. We know Ryan loves to go there. Curveball, line drive, left field, fair ball, and into the corner. 5-3 Oaks as Yamashiro zooms into second base. An insurance run for the Oaks. 5-3 over the Saints.
What a piece of hitting. A line drive in the left, drops in just inside of that third base line. Nice insurance run as we get to the back end of the Oaks bullpen.
Clutch hit Ryan Yamashiro, and the Oaks tack on another on their 10th hit today. The bats have just heated up, and even though the playoffs are out of reach, the Oaks are hot to end the season.
RBI number 14 of the year for Yamashiro.
And they're looking like a team that nobody would want to play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Sandoval takes the first pitch. It scoots by Wyeth and all the way to the backstop. Yamashiro takes third, and Mark Fitzgerald, the third base coach, holds him there. See if Raul can come up with a big hit here. He has been so hot as of late after that minor tweak in his swing. 2 more hits today in 3 at-bats. And now a runner 90 feet away. The 1-0 Sandoval takes outside, lays off a tough pitch, and it's 2-0. Sandoval had 3 hits yesterday. And the day before that also had a single. 2-0 to him. Swings and misses. A mighty rip, and it's 2-1.
Trying to make a new word there. Combine rip and hack.
Rip and hack,
There you go. I like it.
So hitters count for Sandoval, the 2-1 home. Swings, drives one, deep to right field, way back. It is gone! Home run number 3 for the Oaks on the day, and home run number 2 for Raul Sandoval on the summer. A 3 spot in the 7th, and the Oaks lead 7-3.
What a day for the Conejo Oaks, swinging the bat without their big slugger, Nico Lima. You got a home run from Gabe Baldovino, a home run from Jacob Castro, a home run from Raul Sandoval. How about Raul Sandoval? A 3-hit day, 2 runs and RBI, 3/4 of the way to the cycle.
So Ramon Gomez takes outside. What a day for the middle of the order. Raul Sandoval has entered contention for player of the game with his 3-hit performance. Gomez gets a solid piece of this one. Sky high in the air to the left, and it's caught. F-7, and the inning is over, but not before 3 runs for the Oaks. They do that on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. They take a 4-run lead through 7 full, and we're out of the 8th. Oaks 7, Saints 3 on the Conejo Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Kyle Nickel into the game for Reese Matheson, who last inning gives up a hit and a run and walked a batter, but did a good job getting out of a bases-loaded, no-one-out jam by only giving up one run. So Kyle Nickel, the new pitcher, is 0 for 2. In 12 innings, he has a 5.25 ERA and has a 4-run lead, trying to give Aiden Dolan the win today. A slider outside, 1-0. Two separate 3 spots today for the Oaks. 3 home runs on the day. Nickel offers a fastball inside, and it's grounded by Lovano foul, 1-1. Tom Lovano ripped a double his last time up in the 6th to right center off of the highest point of the right center wall, about 375 away from home. Oaks going with a righty specialist against the talented righty, and a slider breaks away. It's 2-1. So Sandoval makes up for the error with a home run. That's got to feel really good for him. 2-1 is outside at 3-1. Though I don't even think he needed the home run to make up for that after his double and single in the 2nd and 4th inning. Nickel, with his closed-off pitching stance, is forced to step off as Lovano calls time. Durkay's on deck, followed by Jason Gonzalez. The Saints have their work cut out for them. 6 outs to work with, 4 runs to score. Lovano turns on a heater, flies one down the left field side. It's caught up in the wind and caught by Trent McKinney. And there's 1 out in the 8th. Pete Durkay next. He's not been the luckiest hitter today. He's 0 for 2. Not only did he hit a home run that he thought was fair, but was ruled foul, but he was also plunked in the 4th inning and was hit by a pitch. Waves his bat. Nobody on, 1 out. And the first pitch, Nickel gives him a 2-seamer. And the business, it's 0-1. So quite a way to end the home schedule for the Conejo Oaks. One of the bigger crowds they've had here at Sparky Anderson this year. The 0-1. Line to first, Ryan Yamashiro, the magician, scoops it up like a vacuum and taps the bag. 2 away.
There's no getting past Ryan Yamashiro. It's just not going to happen. Doesn't matter whether it's hit to third base, along the third base line inside. He's been good at the hot corner or to first, along the first base line or towards second. He's going to scoop it up. He scooped it up there by Durkay. A hard hit, ground ball down the line, steps on first, and he can do it himself.
2 away for Jason Gonzalez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Big right-handed hitter. Takes a slider that draws outside. So the Oaks have largely kept a powerful offense in check today.
The Saints have not come marching in.
Exactly. Backdoor 2-seamer for a strike. 1-1. So the Oaks pitching staff, they've done a number on this lineup.
Getting out of jams as well.
Mix of off-speed, the fastball, working both sides of the plate. And then behind the pitching, some great defense. Swing and a miss, slider away. So 1 and 2, bases empty, 2 outs. The Oaks trying to get to the 9th. We're on the top of the 8th inning, though. The 1-2 pitch, slider, tempting Jason Gonzalez, but he lays off. Two balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. Nickel breathes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. carved up like a butcher. And a 1-2-3 eighth for the reliever. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We're on to the bottom half after this on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Zach Kamenko in the 8th inning for the Oaks. They lead 7-3 against Jamie Robertson. They got 3 runs on 2 hits against this lefty last inning. Kamenko takes a strike. 82 on the outside corner. So if the Oaks hold on here, they have one more game on Tuesday against the Academy Barons in Compton at 6 o'clock. 0-1 is called a strike at the knees. 82 with some sink action. And if the Oaks were to win that game after winning this game, it would, believe it or not, be their first winning streak of the summer to finish the season off. Kamenko lays off some high heat. It's 1-2. But first on the to-do list is getting it done today. That one again high, 2-2. Robertson trying to elevate. In order for the Saints to mount a comeback in the 9th, they'll likely have to hold the Oaks off the board here in the 8th. Breaking ball, chopped, foul. And we'll do 2-2 again. The Oaks bullpen contingents have been lights out today. 2-2, grounded left side. Should be a tough play. Callie backhands, throws from his back foot and beats the speedy catcher by 2 steps. And off the bench here comes Nico Lima. Got a pinch hit for Trent McKinney. So 1 gone in the 8th. So Nico Lima has been by far the Oaks' most productive hitter this summer. 353, 29 singles, 7 doubles, 2 triples, and 3 homers. And he takes a strike on the inside corner. He's been in and out of the lineup since the Oaks realized the postseason was out of reach. 0-1 misses away. It's 1-1. He's also been dealing with a sore knee. So no reason to test that here in a lost season. The 1-1. This one low, 2-1, as a slider breaks on the plate. We've seen 3 home runs today. If this guy gets a hold of one, he could see 4. Takes high, 3-1. So Robertson is missing with the off-speed low. He's missing with a fastball high. Lima takes, and that's a 5-pitch walk. And the speedy utility man, mostly outfield and first base, is on base. Lima's stolen 9 bags this summer, but he's been caught a team high 4 times. And they're just going to pinch run for him with Alex Briggs off the bench, the Cal Lutheran Kingsman. No need to test that ankle, or pardon me, the knee, in a 4-run game. Tyler Odekirk out of the 9-hole is 1 for 3 with an infield hit. It was a bunt. Back in the 5th. 1-0. That pitch stays away. Now the set from the lefty. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul. High in the air, out of play to the right. And ricochets off a building. It's headed for the pool area. Just a pristine summer afternoon. Runner goes. Briggs has been caught. Throw from Durkay goes into left field. Alex Briggs now is off second. The left fielder Russell has it. He throws to Gonzalez, and Briggs is tagged out. Looks like his head was screwed off on that base running blunder. He didn't know where the ball was. He heard screaming from the crowd. He thought it might have been past the left fielder Russell, and he just kept on running and was tagged out. So it goes 1 to 3 to 7 to 5 on the putout. One of the weirder caught stealings you'll ever see. So 2 gone, and that one is low. 3 balls in, a strike to Odekirk.
And I do believe he gets credit with the stolen base at second as well.
Grounded to third. I think you're right. The throw in time. And despite a 1-out walk from Nico Lima, the Oaks are retired in short order. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Top of the 9th. And we see Marshall Denton out of the pen. Not for the save, but to finish this one off in style on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. We have passed the 7 o'clock hour, and it's dinner time. What's on the menu? Beef out of the bullpen. Marshall Denton sometimes goes by Angus out to close this 7-3 game out. Cameco a quick meeting, and after a 1-2-3-8, the Oaks look for hopefully a similar result here in the 9th. The first challenge, Evan Russell, the left fielder, who's 1 for 3 with a double to left field. Hangs over his right shoulder. Now Denton collects. The sidewinder offers a fastball that swung on and missed at 82 miles an hour. A run in the second inning for the Oaks. 3 runs in the 5th and 3 more in the 7th. Totaling 7 total. The 0-1 swing and a miss. A frisbee slider. It's 0-2. The Saints 1 run in the first, a run in the sixth, and a run in the seventh. 0-2. Denton locked in. Gets his sign. The Sidewinder offers another slider that's checked on and laid off. It's 1-2 still. It was a 1-2-3 eighth inning. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider, and there's one gone in the ninth.
Number 24, Jacob White.
So the Oaks going for two side armors. Kyle Nickel retired 3 outs and struck out a batter in a scoreless eighth. Now Marshall Denton is on the hill. Similar style pitcher out of Arkansas. Slider driven. This one to medium deep left field. It's Trent McKinney making the catch. Actually, that's going to be Alex Briggs out in left field making that catch for out number 2. And the Oaks are 1 out away. For Denton, in 9 1/3 entering today's game, he had a 2.89 ERA. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. And it's Christian Scott, the final hope for the Saints, down 7-3. The Oaks won 7-0 yesterday in slow. Similarly dominant today. They had 3 home runs. Denton's first pitch is low and inside on 83. Denton, if he gets this out here, would not be rewarded with his first save of the summer. Kicks and offers the 1-0 pitch, chopped. This one to first. Yamashiro charges to the bag. Denton covering. He dropped the ball. And Scott's on first. That should be ruled a single, but we'll see. It might be an error on Denton. We'll see what it's ruled. And that is going to be an error on Marshall Denton.
So the Saints a little bit of life with 2 outs in the top of the ninth, the runner on, as they get back to the top of the order in Anthony Forte.
Anthony Forte, like you mentioned, the new hitter. Hitless today, though he had a sac fly for an RBI in the 7th and walked and scored in the 1st. Strikeout and a flyout sandwiched in between the 2. A runner on first. Oak shaded slightly to the right for this left-handed hitter. Denton's first pitch below the zone. It's 1-0. Off day tomorrow. Compton on Tuesday. Final game at Sparky Anderson. Runner goes from first. Chopped to short. Baldovino charges. His throw to first. A sidearm sling. And the Oaks win it. 7-3 the final. They've won 2 in a row. Marshall Denton closes it out. And the Oaks catapult their way to a 12-21 record on 3 blasts. A home run for Baldovino, a 2-run shot, a home run for Raul Sandoval, his second, and Jacob Castro's first home run of the summer. A complete performance and a great way to end the home schedule for the summer.
Well, so in 2 of the last 3 games, we've gotten a great outing from Jerry Ramirez, went 7 scoreless. A great outing today from Travis Weston, went 4 innings of 1 run ball, only allowed 4 base runners, 5 strikeouts. And you see the bats come alive as well. Gabe Baldovino, who has not been a power hitter, with a triple and a home run. Raul Sandoval ending his season on a high note, punctuating what has been a great back half with a 3-hit day, including that 2-run bomb to right field nonetheless. What a great day for the Oaks, and they put on a show in their final home contest, giving these fans that have been struggling all season, that have been hungry for good games, a night to remember. Giving the Oaks, who have been hungry all season for a good game, a night to remember as well as the season shuts down.
Well, we'll decide who's going to be our Oaks Player of the Game, but tune in to Twitter, where we will have an interview with our Oaks Player of the Game. We're going to get out of here pretty quickly, but we really appreciate you joining us here today. Only one more broadcast is on Tuesday. It's against the Academy Barons from Compton. Zach and I and Emily will be there for the final Oaks game this summer but a feel-good win to end the home slate. 7-3 over the Saints, their second win over the Saints this summer. For everybody who made this broadcast possible, the Oaks and Coach Solis, the entire intern crew, Emily Hilsinger, her daily dab on production, and Zach Engberg for color and play-by-play the 4th, 5th, and 6th. I'm Jordan Brenner saying thank you and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Conejo 7, Saints 3 on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network.